Alright, what's up guys? Shogi here, back with another gameplay commentary. Feels really good to say that again. As you can see, Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. This is actually a GB that I just won. My Pokemon team is now 2-0 at a 3v3 match. Long story short, Stalrin right there. You'll come to know Walrin here in my coming videos if I decide to still use this team. Had the 3-man sweep. I was doing a 3v3, the flat rules. Just to view my profile real quick, just because I think my little quote is funny. But this guy shows up. After about 3 turns, I was 1 Pokemon down and he disconnects, and I decided to be the nice guy, which I usually am, and I decided to let him replay me. So we started again, and my Aerodactyl actually misses his Stone Edge, and it went from there. And I thought about leaving because I'd recorded him disconnect earlier, because the match wasn't playing the way it did the first time it went around. But I ended up playing it through, and you guys will see what happens. I'm new to the whole Pokemon commentary thing, but pretty much they just talk about the gameplay. And eventually, or at some point, I might not just talk about stories like I usually do with Call of Duty. But for now, let's get it started. He starts out with a Thundurus, and I start off with my Aerodactyl. The whole point of my Aerodactyl is to maybe get a one-shot kill on their lead, and eventually get up some spikes. So, as I said, my Stone Edge originally hit him and left him in the low yellow. But this time around, the second time I faced him, after he disconnected, it misses. He lands a Volt Switch. I survive with 7 health left, and he does switch out. So my little Jimmy. And he sends out a Politoed, and I knew I was going to die. I just wanted to get my Stealth Rocks up. I was afraid he would use Rain Dance, and I'm not like a huge, I don't know how everything works, all the mechanics of the metagame. I don't know if he gets a weather up, if that prevents me from setting weather, because I don't know if you saw, but it looks as if my team might be a Hail team. He takes out my Aerodactyl with an easy Hydro Punch. I thought maybe if I had a Miracle, he would miss, because it has 85% accuracy or something. And I have my Obama Snow in this party because it sends out a permanent Hail. And he does hold a Focus Sash, which actually doesn't come very much in handy at all this match because I take a little damage. And as you know, Focus Sash doesn't work if I don't have full HP. And of course, he predicted me to use a Grass move, so he switches into his Shift Tree. And my move does do a lot more damage than I thought it would. And after my recoil, my Focus Sash is now rendered useless because I expect them to take me out with one shot. If they have a Pokemon that knows Fire Fang, a lot of Pokemon know fire moves, take me down to 1 HP. The whole purpose of this is to get off its Hail with its ability, which it automatically does through switching, and hopefully a Poison if I can do that. So here he throws in his Medicham, which ends up being the death of me. I decided to stay in. I actually clicked Toxic for this one. I totally wasn't thinking. I thought he'd go for a Fake Out or something retarded, so I'd stay in for at least another turn. And I forgot that my Focus Sash was rendered useless, and he takes me out with an easy high jump kick. And I forget who I throw in next here. I throw in my Cloyster. I was like, oh, my physical wall, yeah, I can take a shot. But as you know, fighting is super effective against ice, so all the rest of my Pokemon are ice, and fighting is going to be super effective against them unless I have a Psychic Ice, or I don't have a Ghost Ice. I don't have Frostlass on my team, so fighting will be able to hit all of my Pokemon. He takes out my Cloyster. I thought I was going to be able to get my Toxic Spikes off, which is his claim to fame on my team. He's also very physical. He knows a couple moves because his ability allows attacks that hit 2 to 5 times to always hit 5 times. I send out my Mamoswine because he has a Focus Band, and I guess that Focus Band is the opposite of Focus Sash, so that if you're hurt and then you go down to 1 HP it works. But I set up that Mamoswine, copying off of Maryland's Fear, which is blank, evil, annoying Rattata. It holds a Focus Sash, it knows Endeavor and then Quick Attack, it knows Ice Shard, and I was hoping to get myself down. I had Endeavor ready, and then I was going to use Ice Shard to finish him off. And Wendell, I send in, I was like, oh yeah, high jump kick, misses, and they take a whole bunch of recoil damage. So I throw in my Stalrin, which is Stall Walrin. You'll come to know him in future videos, as I said, as the Stalling Walrin. He got my sweep the other battle, as I said at the beginning of this video. He throws up a Protect, he misses, takes a whole bunch of damage. I did throw up a Toxic, hoping that I could land it and not die and take this high jump kick, but it does manage to take me out with one shot, and I think right now is where the magic happens. If I do believe, yep, Drigger, named after this little top right here, this Beyblade. That was my brother's Beyblade when he played. Get a little nice little focus there. I could never beat that Beyblade until I got my Super Drigger that I ordered offline. seeing right now, I am able to outspeed his Metacham with my Weavile, so I finished it off with an easy Ice Punch. And I am holding Life Orb, as you can see. You want to pay attention to that. He throws out his Gengar, which he originally switched into from Volt Switch the first time we battled, where we got about 3 turns in. I know that I can outspeed him because the first time I battled him, my Aerodactyl could outspeed his Gengar. And I do believe I have a Jolly Weavile, so its speed is maxed after its EVs. And I know I can outspeed it, so I take it out with an easy Night Slash. Throws out his Politoed, and this is where I got lucky. I literally paused while I was battling and thought, I need a crit. I literally need a crit. And as I got 2 double protects my last battle where my Walrein swept, I got really lucky again, got the crit, took out his Politoed. Oh my lord, such a shiny Weavile. He throws out his Cloyster, and if anything, this thing is going to take out my Weavile because it can take a hit. Because it's such a physical wall. Mine has 504 defense, I do believe. And the only thing super effective against it I have is Low Kick, which is for really heavy Pokemon like Aggron. And I take it down to the red. Unfortunately, I don't take it out, and it is ice, so it doesn't take hail damage. He lands a Hydro Pump, and I honestly thought I was dead. I don't know why. I guess he has all of his EVs into defense and HP, and none into a special attack. I have a physical, not special, Cloyster myself. I easily finish him off with a Low Kick. Notice how much HP I lose after this Life Orb, and he has 1 Pokemon left, and that is Thundurus. And I know I can take out this Thundurus because, once again, my Aerodactyl outsped it, and my Weavile is faster than my Aerodactyl. So I give it Ice Punch after it's taken the, Stealth Rock's damage. I know I can take it out with an Ice Punch since it's double damage, and I'm an Ice type. It's super effective. Very good game against, his name was Ferrothorn. And it was just a really good game. I do end up killing myself with the Life Orb, and in previous games, that rendered it as a tie, but it said that I won, player defeated him, and I was recording the whole time. It's a very good game. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you like this sort of thing. I honestly am getting back into Pokemon because, unlike Call of Duty, you can rely only on yourself, and it takes almost all skill. There's that little luck factor that I enjoy with the criticals, etc., and I think I'm going to post more videos like this one, so like it and comment if telling me if you liked it or not. I really appreciate feedback. It's been your boy iShogi, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.